Kina. Thank you for replying to my previous question. I would like to ask you, what do you mean by being spiritual and learning how to use the mind and still be conscious? Oh, okay. What does it mean and how do you achieve it? I have always been very spiritual, but I get caught in the mind as well. I know. Well, the mind, I call it mind writing, because the mind is our tool to use to create what we want in creation and to maneuver in creation, because you cannot maneuver in pure consciousness. It's in the now. There's no distance. There's no relationships, because everything just simply exists in the eternal now. And it's hard to understand that unless you understand consciousness. It is infinite. It's unembodied. Intelligent. I don't know these are insulting words probably to the creative principle, that which is the all. But anytime you invoke the mind in thought processes, whether it's memory processes or whether it's the actual initiating thought processes, you are now using a body separate than who you are to manipulate yourself into creation. If it's just the mental worlds you're in, then you're just experiencing mind changes or the movement in the mental worlds and how you experience in the mental worlds. But if you're listening to this, you probably have, of course there are some in this room right now that doesn't have a body attached to them right now, but you probably do, that's listening to this. And so if you have a body attached to you, then that mind, it's all so integrated. The mind, the emotions, and then the physical form. So you can, your emotions drives the thought, and then of course the physical body is just the effect. A very, very finite body. And so I don't know whether it just keeps seeing how finite it can get. I don't know. But it's enough to say that thought is your friend or your enemy. Thought is just your ability to function within creation, to pull to you what you want, or to change, or to design, or whatever you want. It's just a play. It's just a play. It is not who you are, and it can hide who you are. Especially the more you promote your ego, then you get lost to the now. Ego and consciousness, individuality, is a razor's edge. It's a razor's edge between consciousness and the etheric body, the id, the first manifestation or individualization of consciousness. But God has to individualize itself or you can't have creation. The infinite, you can't have the infinite and have form because it can't exist. So to have form, so there's activity and there's things to do and there's fish in the sea and monkeys in the tree and whatever, you have to have duality. You have to have two forces at play, not one. Two, positive, negative, acid, base. They all have names to them, positive and negative. I've had a good experience, I had a bad experience. Duality. And duality creates magnetism, creates form. It's just there's form on all levels, So that's all I'm meaning is that sometimes we have to get out of thinking, well, how do you do that? You have to work on this. You have to consciously stop thinking. You're the one in control, so you're the only one that can do this. And it simply means stop thinking. Practice stop thinking. Just practice being in the moment. If you have to repeat to yourself, be here now, be here now, be here now. You see a thought coming in, stop it. I'm in the moment. Don't bother me right now. You've got to spend the time to get a hold of this. J. Krishnamurti is a great dude to show you all of this. He's such a not on this planet anymore, but very enlightened being to show you how to get beyond your mind. And we all use the mind, but we're all not the mind. We're all consciousness. You can call it soul. You can get whatever word. See, in creation, we have to use verbalage to communicate and to draw pictures. Consciousness just is. There's no definition to it. You can't define the infinite. There's no physical words that even come close. Matter of fact, physical verbalage, whatever language it is very fractional to the whole. So that's basically what I meant by that, sweetheart, is to become more conscious, meaning to work in the present moment. Be the watcher. the observer of life instead of the frantic player. Because after a while, the games are the games. Those of you that understand this are those that are the older souls, and it's time for you to go this lifetime or get out of here, because that's what's happening. I'm giving you the tools to get out of here. And if you work with them, you'll be able to get rid of this lifetime on this planet and this level, if not several other levels. So, it's real simple, and you always keep things simple. The mind wants to come in and go, but, what if? There is none of those words to consciousness. Consciousness just is. And the mind is the one that wants to define something so it can understand it, because the mind uses differences and separation and analysis and all that to perceive life. Consciousness just is, everything is consciousness. Consciousness just individualizes itself and manifests itself in form. So there's experience. It's just easy to understand that. So go for it, honey, and have fun. I mean, this is where the fun really begins, is when you let go of the killing fields. Fun really starts when you get yourself free. It's all about freedom. Remember what's in the song, Freedom? Yeah, I love that song. He's such a good artist. And of course, he's also a producer. The voice guy. Really good. I love that song. But that's what it's about. It's about getting your freedom again, because then you become so much more of what you truly are. And you feel the ecstasy and joy of just having existence. Having things, they're things. All things have birth, life, and death to them.